Hey everyone, I'm doing this video because I want to get it out to multiple people. So just want to say that today I learned some more stuff about Forsage that makes it even more of an unbelievable opportunity here. I'm going to explain some of those right now. So big picture, um, as we look down on the digital world and say we're looking down from our vantage point, the Ether blockchain, okay, um, we Forsage is coded on that Ether blockchain. And when I say Forsage, I mean everything. Like, for example, this back office that you're seeing right now, or the actual viewable site, they are also coded on the blockchain, which means that no one can say to you, a prospect can say to you, well, they could take down the back office, couldn't they? And then that would take down the whole business. No, the back office and the actual viewable website is also coded on the Ether blockchain, thus it cannot come down. So that's one of the things I learned today. That, in other words, big picture, um, we're many of us know we've been involved with businesses that were, say, really successful. I think of USI Tech, for example, um, and it had close to 1 million people, I think, in it. Tons of people making tons of money, and frankly, I thought I really didn't think that that was a scam. It wasn't the initial intentions of the owners. But what happened was, in that situation, was that government regulators teamed up with big business and they put pressure on USI Tech, which and they were kind of cowards, and they didn't do anything. They didn't stand up. And so they just went out of business and tons of people lost tons of money. So that type of thing cannot happen to us. And see, that's the next level. I mean, the first level is that we're protected from the typical scammer, right? But the second level is we are protected from government agencies working with bigger businesses whom our business might be in competition with. And so they work together. It's called fascism to put pressure on companies so that they go out of business. That can't happen because it's like we're on this digital blockchain that's a strong stealth blockchain and it's protected and we don't have to deal with the government hellions and all the evil people out there because it's like we're in a sterile environment. So that's another level of protection that I wasn't aware of until today. Okay, now if you didn't know, okay, when you're dealing with prospects, somebody might say to you, "Well, this looks kind of like gifting, you know. What's the product? Is there a product, or this looks like a Ponzi scheme?" No, the actual product or service that we're selling is the smart contract. The smart contract is coded on the blockchain, and that is an application that it's a money-making application that if you want to become part of, you have to put money into the program. You have to buy in to get access to that smart contract. Once you buy in, you now can utilize the application to make money for the rest of your life. So we have a product and a service. We have the product is the application, and the service is making money here. Okay, so that was another thing. The third thing, um, I had already said everything Forsage is coded on the blockchain. So, and then if you did not, let me bring this up. This is the main developer. His name is Lotto. He kind of looks like Jesus, right? And I learned about him today. And he's a very straightforward, down-to-earth kind of guy. And he and his development team are true decentralized people. They are the so-called leaders, or the only thing that we can point to as the creators of this application that we're utilizing. Okay, and so Lotto and his team, they do not make money from us, as I've explained in the past, but they're making money just by utilizing their own creation. That's how they're doing it, just like you and I. So they are decentralized, a true decentralized group of people who are committed to the whole mentality of having a digital blockchain. So that was more good news. Um, lastly, this is the biggest thing, and I saved it for last for that reason. Okay, you guys, this is huge. Okay, I did not know this until today. I thought that when somebody, for example, came into the program and purchased an X3, and they used their money to get into the second income stream, use their money that they earned to get into the third income stream, etc. I thought that, like, oftentimes if you go through the view to the viewable site where that's public information, and you look at different accounts, you'll see people that say have this number right here is like 100 or it's 80, which means that 80 times they've been paid because they've cycled 80 different groups of three through this first level. And I thought that, well, if it said 80, that meant that they had to bring in 80 times three people, which is 240 people, for that to happen. No, I am wrong. The truth is that all you have to do is get three solid people who get three solid people who get three solid people, so on down the line. And all you got to do is get those three solid people and just train one of them, help one of your best candidate of those three people to bring in three people, and then just be there for your people as you go down the line to do conference calls and so forth to help that one best candidate to bring in three more people. And what happens is like if somebody has a cycling of 80 times, they've gotten paid 80 times on this first level. Those they can use those they will use those same three people that they started with to cycle through 80 times, you guys. Those same three people. That means all you really need is three people. And so in other words, as those three people purchase into each one of the income streams, and they, initially everybody has to purchase their income stream, but that's only for the first time. They purchase it, and then after they've purchased it, they can cycle through these different 12 levels a million times, and they don't have an additional million times, and they don't have to pay anything, and it's all income to them. So in other words, those three people, once they go through the 12 levels, they will simultaneously, keyword simultaneously, be cycling through all the 12 levels over and over and over again at the same time. So, I mean, it's just like a consistent, continual stream of income. And all you got to do is bring in three solid people who bring in three solid people, and so on down the line. That's all it is, you guys. I mean, it's that to me is huge. If you understand what I just said, I mean, I don't see how you couldn't be excited about this, because this thing answers all of the problems at this point. I talked to support today, and that's what they told me, unless I heard them wrong. But that is what I understood and comprehended. So that's it. I mean, for those of you who have been in this space and have been, scammed so many times, if you understood what I just said here, then you know that you have the answer, and it's right in front of you, because this takes care of all the problems that we have faced in the past. That is it. If I put this video on YouTube, for example, I'll put a link below and you can get started. I'll put my phone number as well, and you can give me a call if you want to get started and you have any questions. This is easy, it's simple, and it's built just right by the right people. Take care, you guys. God bless.